This is the last reciprocal function point I want to make, and it's when we have a asymptote here, a y asymptote. So this asymptote is y equals -2 because it goes through -2. I haven't given you the function, and I want to just draw 1 over fx. So first thing we know, here's the root, the root, the roots. So as before, we can put asymptotes on those roots. Okay, so we've got our asymptotes there. Here we've clearly got a local maximum point. So that's now going to become a local minimum. Here is 1. And also I should put here as -1. We're going to need that. Here is 1, so it's below 1. So 1 divided by this one is going to give me a number that comes up here somewhere. Okay, so here will be a point that the 1 over graph goes through. It might be a bit higher, might be a bit lower. And this one here is the local minimum. And so the local maximum is going to come here. Now, likewise, I know that this one is going up, is less than 1 up to here. So it's going to come down to here and then go back up. So I know that it's going to draw it like that. And in here, this point here at -1, we're going to come, basically going to come up through the -1 there. Sorry, -1 here, and then down the other side. So I've got this rough idea of between these two asymptotes of this. This asymptote here, here's the x-axis, crosses here, it's going to come down and along here. And on this side, the final side, this is the one that we need to think about, y -2. As x gets very, very large and it puts into here, a large negative number, I should say, we're tending towards -0. So -2. -2 comes out when I make x a large number, such as -1000. So what happens when I divide by that same -1000? I'm basically going to get the reciprocal of this. So it becomes 1 over -1/2. So I've got an asymptote here that comes down here towards 1, this point here. Now with that, all the time there, it's going to come up like that because I'm dividing by a fraction, giving me a large negative number. But here, it's going to keep going, and it's not going to tend towards 0. It's going to tend towards -1/2. So I'm going to draw two things on here. I'm going to draw the asymptote at -0.5. I'm just going to put it into a nice dotted line like the other asymptotes so that we can see that clearly. Okay, so I think that's going to be the asymptote for the new graph. And I'm now also going to draw very, very slowly y equals 1 divided by, and this is my function. Okay, and it's drawing it here. Here it comes. And you can see how it's gone exactly like I said. It's going to go through that 1 and down here. Now we're going to have something up here. Oh, I got my point completely wrong, but the point is basically the maximum there. And here, the local minimum now turns into the local maximum. And then all the way down along the asymptote and up from the asymptote and along. So even if I don't know what the function is, if I've got enough information with the maximums and local minimums, and I've got y asymptotes, I can always draw the function of 1 over.